So I decided in 14 days, I'm gonna turn $100 into $10,000. And every single trade will literally be documented right here in this video. Now, this challenge has been failed by a lot of people, including myself. This is literally my second attempt at this. The first time was a fail. Now, the main thing that I learned from my first failed attempt was to take my trades step by step, right? So that means to not try and hit home runs on every single trade. So I just need to focus on building the balance, taking it step by step by step. So sit back, relax, and watch me turn $100 into $10,000, hopefully.
All right, update on the account. Received $95 to $684. Currently we have our bias here. So I can show you my entries. So my entry 1 was right here based off of the break and retest of this level of resistance. And then I added another entry yesterday where we began to form a level of support after we broke and retested this trend line here. And now price is pretty much floating over to our overall take profit level. So our take profit level is based off of this Fibonacci here. So I made that clean. This -27, which is also in alignment with this 4-hour trend line that we have. So this per trend line got broken, and then we're looking for price to come up to potentially retest it. So this is, like I said, my overall bias. I'm thinking about closing, just because like how I have this arrow, I don't want price to pull back to then retest and then push up. So I'm thinking about it. Any rejections that we see on the smaller time frames, I will be closing this position. So like I said, we are up $700 in profit now. You can see here price is floating really nicely, and this is a live account. So yeah, I think I'm going to actually just close here. Close, profit, close, profit, boom. So just took $95 to $706 in one trade. Don't mind me. I look like I just woke up because I did, but $95 to $700, well $706 to be exact, on the very first trade of the challenge, right? That's insane. So we're off to a very good start. Now we're about to see what we can do with the rest of it, right? So we just want to take this step by step. Rule number 1, do not be greedy, and that's why I was okay with closing it with $700, because $95 to $700 is literally wow. So like I said, rule number 1, don't be greedy. Rule number 2, we're looking to take profit at structure points, because I know that with these account builds you can have like deep retracements, so forth and so on, and you don't want to give back the profits that you had, especially on a small account. So we're gonna see where we can take this $700 to, and stick around for the rest of the video to see what we did. Alright guys, so this is the compound calculator that we're going to use, just a simple Excel sheet. So here we can see that we already went from $100 and we already surpassed 11 different levels that we had to overall get to. So we're risking 20% of the account. So you can see risk percentage, and depending on whether I'm looking to do a 20 pip lot or a 30 pip lot, 40 pip stop loss, it gives me all of the lot sizes that I need to use. So it'll tell me how much I'm risking and also my ending balance. So I'm going to follow this thing to the T. So you can see that we marked off to $619. I haven't took this one off because it's not 743 yet, but this is a close one to it. So our next goal is around $891 to get to, and then we're just on track. So the goal is to get it to 10K. That's the very first goal, which is right here. And then the next goal, if we get that far, is to get it to $100,000, guys. $100,000. So literally, like I said, we're just gonna take this step by step. I'm doing all of this with my blueprint strategy, right? Literally simple breaks and retest. That's it. So we're just going to, just keep faith, keep our spirits high, and stay focused on the grind. Nail the process. All right, so news has just come out, right? So this is why I closed my trade earlier, because I feel like, you know, we could have a potential pullback like we're having now. So I'm thinking about entering another position because we already have came back to respect, break, retest this level of resistance. So I'm looking for some type of rejection candles on our smaller time frames, such as our 5 minute or 1 minute, to let us know that we're going to stop at this area. Then I'll go ahead and add another position, potentially. But this 30-minute candle is really aggressive, so I definitely need to see a lot of rejections on the smaller time frames to continue this buy up, because we have not hit this negative 27 TP just yet. We came very, very close to it, but we did not hit it. All right, guys, gold is flooding, and we just took a huge loss on the account. So we tried to buy here. Let's pull this chart up. We tried to buy once price came to our like 78.6 here on this little minor structure fib, but price just shot through it and hit stop loss. So we lost $215. Comes at 490, guys. Whoop, there goes for the progress. All right, so we just took another position after the price had a engulfing candle on our 1 minute time frame, because I went back and reevaluated. We can see that this is still a trend line breaking retest, and this is the exact area that we bought off earlier in the morning. So I believe price is going to reject at this area. So we broke above, came back to retest this trend line, and now I'm looking for price to target this negative 27 TP. We have a 30 pip stop loss here, so we have about a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So if this price goes and hits TP, that will put the account at approximately how many pips are these? 170 pips, 178 pips times a 0.40, so $4 per pip equals 712. So 712 added to the balance that we're at currently. We are at basically 500, so 490. So yeah, that'll put the account right over $1,000. So just waiting to see. Just trust the process. Let's get it. All right, so currently, yep, quick 55 bucks. I'm looking for price to potentially come back up to those highs, but right now we are about to head to the gym. We'll just see what price does in the next couple hours. At the gym, up 200, right back at the balance that we were at. Looking for price to potentially come up to this zone, and then our overall take profit is up here. So we'll see what price does. All right, currently it is 7:51 in the evening. We just added another position based off of price maintain this level of support, and then giving us some bullish candlesticks on our 1 minute time frame. So we'll see how price reacts at this area. Currently it's back at 638, but if price goes to our overall take profit level, we'll be well over $1,000 on the account. So just an update for Asian session going in. Hopefully we're not in this trade for too long going into tomorrow. We have a news event coming out tomorrow, so that'll be a big impact. So I'm eager to see how price forms in the next day or so. All right, so this is how things are looking. It's about 10:14 before we go to bed, right? So I'm just going to let everything play out the way it does while we go to sleep. All right, so we literally woke up in the middle of the night. It is 1:14 in the AM to use the bathroom, right? And the account is flying, right? Gold is flying right now. We can see here the account is up at $857. Well, $368 in profit, floating equity $857. So It is approaching London session. London session starts at 2 a.m. So hopefully we can get a good push. So what I'm looking for, you can see on my trading view, I have this alert. Let's show here. My alert at that line, this black line right here, is my first overall take profit. And then my second take profit is this level of resistance up there. So what I'm looking for is to see if we can get a good push during London session, and hopefully we can get the account to $1,000. Don't ask me why I got a hoodie on, because I like to sleep in hoodies, bro. Ask your favorite. Ask any girl that's been in my bed. I like to sleep with hoodies on. No, I'm just playing. Not any girl, just maybe one or two. But I like to sleep with hoodies on. So don't ask why I have a hoodie on. Like I said, now let's check on the trade. Let's look at our trade. Oh yes, we are floating, ladies and gents. So we can see here, we're getting still some more push. So if we go to our MetaTrader, boom, we're just getting some floating. We're floating. Oh, we just hit $1,000 on that account, guys. Oh yeah, we're approaching TP1. Let's see how this trade plays out by the end of London session, and I will update you guys in New York session. All right, quick update. Price is sitting at $1,200 in profit. We literally are approaching our take profit level, as you can see here. Now the only thing I'm worried about with price is just how the annotation that I have on. I'm worried about price doing something like this, where it pulls back, it hits this target, like we're in London session, pulls back during New York, and then flies. I don't want to give all my profits away, especially on this account build, because remember, the number one rule is to not be greedy. So I think that I'm going to pull some of the profits here, and of course maybe it might be the day where price doesn't have a pullback and literally shoots up to our targets at the highs here, but we don't know that. So okay with taking profits, and that's, like I said, that's okay. Sitting at 1,200 on the account and approaching our take profit level. So probably more than likely going to close here. Actually, let's just go ahead and close now. Closing our trades. Probably should leave a runner, but yeah, we might leave that one as a runner. Nah, let's just close. Alright, so the count is now sitting at $1,200, guys. Same account, $1,200. So $95 to $1,200 in 2 days. Let's go. Alright, so it is 6 o'clock the next morning. And you can see here our alerts have been going off. So price came back into our zone, broke, came back to get retested, and then on a smaller time frame, we had a transition in structure where we had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, brand new impulse break, correction, and then we got this bullish engulfing candle here. So now I'm looking to take buys, but stop losses beneath here, and then target the overall highs. So let's place this. Alright, let's get it. Alright, so New York session opened at 7 p.m. It's not 7 p.m. 7 a.m. and we had this long wick. So So we can see here. Oops. Literally stopped us out with this long wick, and it's rejecting again. So if we get another rejection candle, might look for another buy entry, but we have news in 8 minutes, so we'll see how price does in the next 15-minute candle. Rise and shine, buddy. Rise and shine, girl. Alright, so now it's time to log in. Alright, so we re-enter buys, but I'm not too confident about this one. News just released. Oop. Oh my goodness, look at this. I almost say stop loss, but hopefully we can get our push like we anticipated. Fly, young man, fly. That news spike almost stopped us out, but hopefully we can get to our targets. Our first target is in this area here at these highs. Set the alert. We'll see what price does, and we have another news event at 7:30. So the first one was ADP now farm employment change 107 over, well, actual 107, forecast 148. So that's a big difference. So let's see what the DXY is doing. Okay, the DXY is falling, so that is a good indication that gold can be potentially going up. So hopefully we get our push that we are anticipating. So let's move this here. Now that we readjusted our, well, we got a new entry. I'm going to move this over here. But this candle so far looks good, so we'll see if we can get our push. Alright, so news is literally in 39 seconds. The other news report, so the first one just dropped at 7:15, but then 7:30 unemployment costs is dropping at 28 seconds. Little nervous that we could potentially see a spike again. I hope not, because then that will be detrimental to the account, but hopefully we literally, when news comes, we just fly. Like, that's what I'm looking for. So we'll see what it does in the next couple seconds. Oh yeah, it look like we're getting a push. We're getting a push. Fly, baby. Alright, so we're making the losses back. Come on, baby, fly. Pump, pump, pump. So that was our alert from last night where we was looking to get our original take profit hit. It never hit, so I'm glad I had closed it early last night. So now looking to see if price will continue to push up or if this is just a spike to the upside. So we'll see what price does after this 15-minute candle closes. Literally getting the pump we need. Beautiful, beautiful break and retest. So look, guys, this is exactly my strategy, the blueprint strategy. It literally talks about this inside of the course, right? A beautiful breaker structure came back to get retest. So the bullish variation let us know that it was time to buy, right? So we are literally flying. I love this candlestick. Closes in 1 minute. So now we're just about to step away from the computer and let price do its thing. Open. in the meantime, guys, hey, get up. You, get up, buddy. Come on, son. Come on, son. It's time to go outside, buddy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Alright, so price still playing out. Currently it's 8:09. So I'll go ahead and get in the shower. And then get ready to go to the gym, right? So I'm not gonna sit and watch price all day. It's pretty much doing everything I need to do. As long as it doesn't hit any of my alerts, then I am good to pretty much hold price or hold the trade to our intended take profit. So we'll check on it again after we get out of the shower, before we head to the gym, and I'll let you guys know where price is at. Alright, so guys, so literally as we were just brushing our teeth, we got the alert of TP crossing the highs, right? So we can see here that TP is getting smashed. Now it's up to us to decide if we're going to close it here or if we're going to let it run, right? So you can see here that price is looking mighty good. This candle is amazing. Account sitting at 2100 and we are flying, ladies and gents. So let's see, we're almost at that TP2, -27. So we could take profit there, but you know what? I'm not gonna be greedy. Like I said, that's one main rule of the account, to not be greedy. So I'm going to go ahead and close, guys. Close with $1,000 and profit. So now the account is literally sitting at 2100. We were at $95 1 or 2 days ago. Sheesh. Yo, not gonna lie, every time I close early trying not to be greedy, literally price freaking, look at the alert for the signal set just went off 150 plus pips and I closed at the -27. Sheesh. It happens, guys. You know, there's nothing really we can do about it. Left some money on the table, but like I said, we cannot get greedy during this challenge. We literally flipped $1,000 to $2,000 this morning after flipping it from $500 to $1,000 earlier last Asian session and London session. So we can't be mad about that, of course. We just got to take it step by step. So now the goal is, now that the account is at $2,000, today is literally Wednesday, right? So today is Wednesday. If you guys can see, let me show you the other phone. Today is Wednesday, January 31st. We can get to the account. I'm looking to get the account maybe to 4K, 5K by the end of the week. And that's going light on the risk. So we'll see how things plan out. On the road to 10K first, and then from there 100K. Let's get it. Alright, so we're at the gym. Just got a quick little workout, quick little chest pump. See the chest? Quick little pump. So and now probably about to go back to the house. I know there's FOMC at 1 o'clock, so we'll see how the news affects everything going forward. With gold, especially since we haven't hit our full take profit yet. So we'll get, once we get back to the crib by 1 o'clock, then we'll see what FOMC does. Alright, so what is good, guys? So look, we're outside right now. We got the cameraman here. We got my other friend here. So we about to film both shots of the whip. So now that I introduced both cars to the channel, we got that in here. So we got the CA right here, and we're gonna hop, the cameraman gonna hop in here. And then we got my other homie in the Range Rover truck. So we about to go ahead and get this shot and do a little quick photo shoot. And this is just a part of day in the life. So like I said, the account is up to $2,000 and FOMC is at 1 p.m. So hopefully we get done by then so we can hop on the charts and get some more action in the market. Let's get it. All right, so literally we got both cars here for the photo shoot, guys. The Skyline. Got the drone right here. Sheesh. Let's get active. So, you know, I'm just I just want to talk about something. I'm super fortunate, super blessed to be able to do these type of things. I always dreamed of doing these type of things, having these type of cars, and all of that good stuff throughout my whole life. I'm finally achieving my goals, and this is just the start, right? So this is just me getting started. I know I'll go a lot further, but I just want to put this out here to show anybody that all of this stuff is attainable. You can do anything you put your mind to. Literally anything in life that you want, you can have. I just want everybody to say this affirmation after me. I am so happy and grateful now that I can acquire anything that I put my mind to. Literally, that's one of the things that I live by. Of course, you got to thank God for getting me here, and of course thank God along your journey. But most importantly, make sure that you nail the process. Put God first. You can have everything you want in life. Let's get it.
All right, so we just got back from the photo shoot. FOMC, it already happened, right? So now I'm looking for a potential move. Now that everything is settled, the news, Jerome Powell, anytime he talks, literally shakes the market. So we're about to look for a move. Just sit down in the office and see what we can find.
All right, so we can see here that price has been rejecting this trend line here. So let's make this black. Here, so price respected this trend line, and if we look at structure, price is still forming higher highs and higher lows. So high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and this higher low is still being respected with this trend line. So we're going to place a buy position here, and then if I throw on my fib from point A to point B, this is at 88.6 retracement, so this is probably the deepest it'll go. Here on our 5-minute and 1-minute time frame, we can see that we have some bullish candles at that level start to form some like bullish variations. So like this candle here, then we formed a high, then we formed a new higher low, and then once we got this bullish candle here, look to place the entry. So we just got in here, so I'll show you guys. Here we got in with a 1 lot simply because we did not catch it at the bottom. If we would have caught it at the bottom, I probably would have went a little bit heavier, but our stop loss is literally about 40 pips, 48 pips to be exact. So that'd be about $480 at risk. And hopefully we can get up to these highs on the higher time frames. I'm predicting price to potentially come up to these highs up here. This is where we got out earlier, which was a -27. We closed it here, and then this was a trend line bounce. But I still expect price to potentially come up to this zone right here, which is this -61.8 TP on my major structure, and then -27 off to this minor fib. So as long as price continues to respect, then I have a good amount of confidence that we are going to continue to the upside. So even like this bar pattern, this path pattern right here, just how we took the break and the retest earlier this morning, now we're looking at the same break and retest as long as price rejects. So like I said, I'm pretty confident. Oh goodness, I'm pretty confident in the move, but we'll just see how price does in the next couple hours or so. So it's already 2 p.m. I don't expect too much more movement in the next hour or so. So we'll see what price does during Asian session, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so this is price on the 1-minute time frame. If we form a bullish candle here, then I'll be placing another position. If I can select this, if this closes above this candle here, I'll place another position with the stop loss just beneath this structure, just so I can mitigate the risk. It's really risky, but like I said, I didn't get my initial entry that I wanted to capitalize on this move, because now that we got the count to 2,000, I'm looking to flip it to 4,000. So if we can get another entry here, that'd be ideal, simply because now we can have a 2 lot. And if we get 2 lot and catch 100 pips on this move, which is easily attainable on gold, then we'll be sitting at 4K for the overall balance, right? So we'll see how this price begins to form. I'm sitting on my hands until we can get another possible entry. All right, so we're starting to get that bullish candle that we talked about, and we close in literally 7 seconds. So as long as we close like this, then we're green. We're in another. All right, so we just close like that. Now we're going to place another buy. Boom. With our stop losses right beneath these lows. So we're really mitigating our risk, but we're trying to take advantage of this move. So this is the 1 minute time frame, so definitely being very detailed, very precise, but hopefully we can catch the move that we want out of this. All right, so we're in some serious drawdown. This is about to hit stop loss, and we're down $700, guys. Yikes, this is a huge hit on the account. Yikes, man. 20% was about $400, and we put that other entry in. Would have been okay, but that other entry literally is destroying our profits, guys. And just like that, we're back to 1200. Both of those hit stop loss. Tough, tough, tough. If this respects this 88.6 and forms an engulfing candle, I'm literally going to be sick to my stomach. Forms an engulfing at this 88.6, I'm literally going to be sick. All right, so the 1 minute candle just closed. Yeah, looks like we were just completely wrong about this, even though we were respecting that trend line and move. We were respecting that trend line. Well, we thought we were respecting this trend line, and we thought we were respecting the zone, but price decides to continue to go bearish. So now that we're breaking these lows, we're on the verge of breaking structure. So then now we'll be looking for something like this to go short, just depending on if we break these lows right here. So we have to break the lows, otherwise the move is, the buys are still valid. So we'll see what price does. All right, so we just got another bullish variation at that 88.6 level. So I went ahead and entered another position. I really went really aggressive on the lot size. I used a 2 lot. Hoping we can get back. Hoping we can push up to our targets if we focus. Hopefully we can push up to at least this TP up here. That'd be 2043. And then that'll be about 100 pips, and that'll put us about $2,000 in profit. So that'll put the count at about $3,000. So like I said, I went really aggressive. This is like I said, really aggressive, because if we lose this, then we lose about $400 in profit, and that'll take that count to about 800. So hoping we can get this rejection, even though now that we had this bullish variation, hopefully price shoots up and hits our take profit level based off of where price is currently at. So we're still sitting on that trend line, so that's why we're looking for that 1 minute bullish engulfing. If price continues to shoot up, I believe we caught a sniper, right? So the overall projection could go all the way up to here, which is 220 pips. So 220 pips times, let's do the math, 220 pips times a 2 lot, so $20 per lot will be 4,400. That will be crazy for the build, right? So like I said, I think we got a snipe because we're respecting this trend line. This is the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame. And like I said, we're rejecting, so hopefully we got a snipe. Otherwise, if we hit stop loss, it's going to be very detrimental for the account, right? So like I said, we're just going to see. But I believe in this trade because I believe in my analysis. Price is still maintaining structure. Price is not broke structure. Price came to an area of interest where we had our trend line, and price is respected. Every time price hit that trend line, it pushed up. And so since we were maintaining structure, we had an 88.6 retracement on the 1 hour time frame, 88.6 on the 1 minute time frame, and we're still respecting the uptrend bullish structure that we in. I got a great feeling that price is going to go in our direction. And like I said, if we get to our overall take profit, that's going to be huge for the account. All right, so the trade is picking up some steam. Now, what I'm going to be looking for, if price can close above this previous lower high point here, if price can close above this, I'm going to put this line here and make it green. If price closes above this line, we're green. But if price rejects this, then we're fucked. So we just have to sit here, pretty much monitor it, see how it is going to form, simply because this is on the 5-minute time frame. So price can reject really fast and then literally go to the floor, right? So the only bad thing that I'm pissed off about is that it's Wednesday, right? It's 3 o'clock. The market is about to close at 4. On Wednesdays, it's triple swap. That means that I'm about to get taxed on this position simply because I'm probably going to hold it after 4 o'clock. And they're literally going to charge me triple the fees. This is not good for the account. Oh well, but if we hit take profit, then it doesn't matter about triple swap. Okay, I have high hopes for this trade because on the 15-minute time frame, as you can see, 15-minute time frame, we just had a bullish engulfing. So that goes hand in hand with the bullish engulfings that we were seeing on the smaller time frames. And then, like I said, on our 1 hour time frame, we had this rejection at this area here off of this trend line. So I have high hopes about this position. Now, the only thing I can say, right? So let's just take a walk in the park, right? Now I have to watch myself, right? Because I felt myself getting emotional about that trade. I risked a little bit more than I was supposed to. So I have to make sure that I control my emotions. I have to make sure that I stay disciplined and I do not get greedy, right? So we're just going to take a step back, get away from the charts for a little bit. I might go outside, might go do something fun. It's literally 70 degrees outside. Feels amazing. Might go drive the car, might go golf, hit some golf balls or something. But I gotta get away from the charts because I'm recognizing, I'm aware that I am getting emotional and I'm getting too involved with the trade instead of just making sure that I follow my system, follow my rules, and execute and nail the process correctly, right? So that is one pointer for you guys, to make sure that if you ever feel like you are too emotionally involved, or you're starting to do things, you're starting to break your rules, walk away from the charts, and it literally will save you money, right? So we're gonna go and find something to do. We might take little man on a walk. What's up, dude? What's up, man? We might take him on a walk. And then we got Diamond. What are you doing? Come here. Hey, you. She might want to go. She heard me say walk. That's probably why she's yelling. So find something to do and hopefully trade his TP. All right, so as we can see, we just got the alert on our phone. The negative 61.8 minor fib just hit TP, pulled if we get any rejections, right? So we're going to be looking to see if we have any rejections at this area, and then we're going to look for we'll go ahead and close the trade. So let's pull this up on the laptop, on the computer. So currently we are floating about $2,000 in profit right now. So the account balance is literally sitting at 3,200. I could close at 3,200, but I at least want to get to 4,000. If we get to 4,000, I'll probably go ahead and close, because that is a very good number. I feel like once I get from 4,000, I literally can flip that to 10,000 very easily. So we are pushing right now really on gold. So you can see here, let's lower this brightness. You see here, this is where we're pushing. So price is looking good, following my ghost pattern really well. Like I said, I am looking for price to come back up to these highs, but once price gets to this area right here, this is an area where I could potentially see a pullback, because this is a level of resistance. So if price goes up here, this is where I could potentially see price do something like this, where we push up to this level of resistance, and then during London session have a pullback to around this area here, and then continue to push up to these highs, right? So that's what I'm pretty much anticipating. Since we are in Asian session, I don't believe we'll just go straight to the highs. So I'm definitely open to take profit there. So we'll look for that here shortly. So like I said, just to update on the account, we did, like I said, we stepped away from the computer for a while. We didn't sit there and watch it. We literally sat there and watched it. We literally watched every single rejection, every single candlestick, and that can mess up the psychology. So like I said, we just took a break. Pretty much just been watching YouTube videos, just been chilling, you know, all day. And then I got that alert. So once I got that alert, I came to the charts to check things out and see how price is overall doing. But like I said, we are up $228. Now count is sitting at 3,400, 3,500 now, because gold is literally pumping. So we can see here, gold is flying. So once price gets to that red level of resistance, that's where we have that green line on the screen. Potentially we can see some sort of full pullback there. So I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully we get there shortly and we don't have to stay up and trade London session. I really do not want to trade London session. Hopefully I can just close the trade and then come back in New York, wait for that pullback, and then we're literally on to the next flip, right? So if we get to 4K, easily get to 6K. No, that's for certain. But then anything after that, we got 8K, 10K. But I'm thinking 10K sounds about good. But the only thing is, today is Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday, 31st. We have what's it called, PMI tomorrow, PMI news. So let's refresh here. So on Thursday the 1st, we have PMI, so manufacturing PMI at 9 a.m. and we have unemployment claims. And then on Friday is NFP. So you know, like, if we get to 4K, I might call it a week, because nobody wants to trade during NFP. So we'll see how the news comes out tomorrow. That's another thing that I'm concerned about, because if we have the news push, price literally could push us right to the TP. We got a very good entry. Literally, we're in from the bottom, but I don't want to hold it overnight. So gold is literally still pumping right now. So let's check the balance. We are up $3,600 now. Well, we have up to $3,600 in equity. We're only up $2,300. But, well, actually we're up. See, this is what I talked about earlier, the swap fee. So you can see it says we're up 2,400, but in reality at the top it says 2,300, because we had $100, literally $97 swap fee, which is insane. But it's all good, because that's what comes with it. So we'll see what price does, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right, price is literally pumping right now. So we're about to go ahead and close with this $4,300 in profit. Boom, out. $3,200 on the trade, bro. Let's go. We just pumped, came right to that green line. Like I said, now we'll be looking for a pullback, bro. Literally $95 to $4,300 in 3 fucking days. All right, currently it is 2:29 in the morning. Literally my alerts from my phone kept going off, pretty much notifying me that price was in the area that we needed to be looking for our buy confirmations. So that pretty much let me know that it's time to be looking for buys. So here you can see here, this is our pre-planned trade. Then you can see the alert. Cross and look for buys here once we get bullish candlestick formation. So based off of this 5-minute engulfing pattern at this level of support here, we went ahead and took this buy. So you can see here, on 1 minute we had broke the structure, and then we took our position, and then our stop loss is just going to be beneath the wick. So about a 30 pip stop loss. About a 30 pip stop loss. And then we're going to target for these overall highs again. So 30 pip stop loss. So about a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And of course, we got our calculator based off of our lot size sheet. So we're sitting at about 4,600. So for about a 30 pip stop loss, it says use 0.307, and we are risking about almost $1,000. So we'll see how this trade plays out. This looks good. Very confident in this trade. So we'll see what price does. Also, just call it in my signals chat. And gave them all of my take profit levels as well. So of course they'll eat from this move too. And definitely take advantage of this overall move going forward. And honestly, like, I can't make this up. Like, the price literally came to the zone that we talked about. Price literally hit our take profit when we got the account to 4,000. Then I said I was going to take profit at the green line because I could anticipate price to pull back directly to this zone right here and then potentially push up. So literally, with my blueprint strategy, I am so accurate, right? Like, I'm so accurate. So we'll see what price does. It's 2 o'clock, so just to start a London session, but hopefully leading up to New York session, we get that push. We got news at 7, so hopefully we get that push that we need. The crazy part about all of this, bro, I don't even really trade London session. Like, I don't literally get up, come to the computer. I might look at it from my phone, but I'm dedicated for this video, guys, and I'm at my desk. So that's dedication, because I normally don't do stuff like this. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, because I'm up busting my ass during London session so I can show you guys it's possible. Hit the like and subscribe button before I get mad. So, not really liking what I'm seeing. We just had an alert. Price closed beneath this level of support. I'm not really liking it simply because we came up to this last like lower high structure point and we almost broke it, but we failed to break it. So that lets me know that we could potentially make a new low before buying up to go higher. So hopefully our stop losses are intact, deep enough where it doesn't get hit. But that's just something that I'm keeping mindful of, because on the 15-minute we haven't even had like a bullish engulfing based off of this candlestick here, or on our 30-minute they both failed to push above. And even our 5-minute we had this bullish candle, but it did not engulf the previous candle. So a little, now that I'm up analyzing, a little weary about it, but I still have faith that it can go in our direction, simply because it is at our area of interest where we were looking to buy. Last time we had a push, it was from this little area right here. So we'll just pretty much see, but I also can foresee price coming down here one more time to this line and then pushing up. That's probably more ideal, especially because this hasn't even had like a fib structure, because we had our break of minor structure here. And then if I throw a fib on there, this -27 here lines up with that zone that I was just talking about. So that is a possibility. I'm just going to keep that in mind. But of course, we accepted the risk. We know it's at stake, so risking about 25% on this position. But if it does hit stop loss, then we'll just look for another entry come New York session after the news. Alright, so we can see here price is almost hitting our stop loss. Literally, we are so close to getting hit, stopped out. Currently down $858, but if it hits stop loss, it's more like 1,000. It doesn't look good, but what I think price is going to do, like I said earlier, is I believe price is going to come down here, hit this negative 27 based off of this minor fib, which would be here, and or come and test this trend line one more time and then fly up. So that's what's seeming more likely, but we're just gonna wait it out since we already have our stop loss in place. And then if it presents us another entry at this area later in the morning, then we'll take advantage of it. But if not, then we'll just let this price go and call it a day. Whoop. We just took a loss on the account. Price just hit stop loss minus 1,100. Account balance currently at 3,200. So you can see here that price literally tapped our stop loss and now is beginning to push up. Alright, so after price stopped us out, literally the moment it stopped us out at 2037.97, it literally formed a bullish engulfing right after that at the zone that we were speaking that price could come back to, potentially right here. So I just entered another position and stop loss is beneath this negative 27 that I was speaking about with that fib, just to give it some wiggle room. But I believe this is our stopping point, because it's also 61.8 on this little minor fib. So I'm looking for a price to potentially come up here. Hopefully we get like a 5-minute engulfing that will let us know that price is definitely going into our direction. So I want to see a 5-minute bullish variation close above this candle, and that'll let me know we're headed in the right direction. I may have jumped in the gun a little too early, but I believe in my analysis. So we'll see how price plays out. If we do not hit take profit, literally, we're gonna be back down to $2,000, guys. And I do not want to be down to $2,000. So this is probably the last trade for the day, because now I can see myself getting a little bit emotional again. And I don't want to revenge trade. I don't want to do anything of that. So gotta stay true to the plan and try not to build it overnight. Try not to hit those home runs and just stick to the game plan. Yikes. Price literally just hit stop loss. That fast, literally that candle was crazy, bro. Goodness gracious. That did not go good. So, wish I really would have just stayed out, because now my alerts call for 9 minor fib, look for buys here. Wish I would have went with that bias first, but I kind of got a little eager, and now we're down on the account to $2,300. Alright, so now our last 15-minute candle just closed with this rejection at this 78.6. So we had a rejection there at the 78.6. This is probably the last straw. And then I also drew this trend line here in green that stemmed from these points here, and just drew a wick to wick, and then price is also respecting that wick as well. So as long as we maintain above that area, I believe we can continue to push up, even though, like I said, I don't recommend this, guys, honestly. Even though my 5-minute, it looks okay, but 1 minute we had some form of a bullish variation here. So this is the last attempt of this trade. Like I said, I'm feeling revengeful. I'm feeling emotional with this trade. Can't let it get to me though. I can't let it weigh me down. This is literally 5 o'clock, almost 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:47. Can't let it weigh me down. Can't get too emotionally involved in it, even though I lost about half of the account in the last 2 trades. Can't get too down on that, and just focus on executing. That's the number 1 goal, to execute. So if it does not follow my rules, then I simply do not need to take the trade. And I'm trying to do this for YouTube. Like I said, I'm trying to do the account build to potentially 10K to 100K. So it's a little stressful, a little bit of pressure. And like I said, I'm recognizing that. So that's one trait to have, is to be able to recognize when when you're not acting how you're supposed to be acting. You're not doing the things that you typically do. So gotta be mindful of that. And that's just some gems for you guys. So we'll see what price does. We got news in less than 2.5 hours. Hopefully we don't get any more spikes, but we'll see. I think our bearish push is done for a while, and then we'll start to go bullish here shortly. So we'll see. All right, I did something that did not follow my rules, and I entered again, and we're down another $1,000. So literally almost back at $1,000. Doesn't really look too good, but I got my stop loss beneath the lows, because I know if it breaks these lows, then I'm definitely wrong. Just trying to hold on, just maybe potentially get back to break even. But it doesn't look too good, guys. Like I said, I didn't follow my rules, and that's what happens when you don't follow your rules. So guys, so mad. I'm mad but upset with myself, because I can't believe I just did that. All of that work that I just put in just went to shit like that. And that's the hard part of trading. You can get emotional and things can go bad really fast, especially if you don't control them and stop. Like, I never literally get up and sit at the desk and trade London session. I talked about that, and I noticed even when I hit the 4K and I got on Instagram about it, like, I was too excited, and that should have been my cue to stop. But I didn't, and I just kept going now. So the account is at $750, guys. Goodness gracious. Alright guys, so currently it is around 8:30 in the morning. I just got up. Last night we were trading London session, and things went really bad, right? So things went really bad. I took 1 loss, which is okay. I'm okay with my first loss, but the 2 additional losses that I took during London session wasn't me. So I had to just remove myself from the charts. So now we're going to pretty much check our trade and see, because we placed 1 more position before we went to bed, and oh shit, this was literally our last entry. This is the last one we placed, and price is floating. So we had news at 7:30. So unemployment claims literally came out with more unemployment claims than the actual. The actual came out greater than the forecast. So that is bad for the US dollar. So let's look at the DXY. The DXY is coming down. I can see it potentially coming back down to these lows. That means gold can potentially come back to our highs that we talked about right now. It is sitting at the zone that we took profit at yesterday. And let's check the account balance. So this is our entry. We only could pop a 1.5. We only had $700 in the account. So currently it is up $2,300 and the balance is at $33,000, guys. I might close here because this will be the balance if we would have just took the one loss and been okay with that. That was a part of the plan, because you know, risking 20% and losses are a part of the plan. However, this is so bullish that hopefully we can push up to our final targets at this negative 61.8 based off of this fib right here. And if we can get to that negative 61.8, that literally will be an extra 130 pips, or extra 130 pips, which will put us at about, let's do the math, 130 times one, $15 per pip, $19.50 plus the, well, how much are we in profit? $2,300. So that'll be $42.50 plus 7. That'll put us at $49.70 if price gets all the way back up there. So I'm looking, I potentially might close. Like I said, I'm okay with the $3,000. This is where the psychology comes in, because I don't know if I should hold it to my overall take profit or I should close and just come back, because like I said, last night was so bad. Last night was, goodness, like I just wanted to go to sleep. Like I didn't even want to look at trades anymore. I just wanted to go to sleep because I did not follow my rules. And in order for me to accomplish this goal of $100 to $10,000 and then from $10,000 to $100,000, I have to be on my A games at all times. Like literally last night, I put this shirt on, right? So this shirt says Belizean mixed with a whole bunch of different stuff. So this is one of the shirts that my family made when my grandmother died, because she was Belizean. And I just had to throw this shirt on last night. And I'm not gonna lie, I did pray, because not praying for the challenge to you know, do all of that. Like I prayed for the discernment and the willpower and the obedience to stay consistent during this journey, right? So this account build is, like I said, I've never done something this big, this large, and especially in this amount of time. So we're literally trying to build this thing in 1 month. So like I said, I haven't done anything this fast, and it's going to take a lot of risk, but it's going to take a lot of mental fortitude and a lot of my A game. So I'm sticking to the game plan. I'm gonna stay grounded, stay blessed, stay obedient. Let's get it. All right, currently we have some decisions to make. Price comes up to our TP because price is floating really good, really aggressively. Right now it counts at 3,500. If it hits TP, it'll put us right about 4,000. So I have the decision: do I want to hold it past TP and carry it up to this overall TP that I've been waiting on all week, or do I just close it at the highs? Now we do have news coming out at 9 a.m. We have 15 more minutes until that candle releases. Now I'm unsure about what I want to do. I'm sitting here contemplating, but it's either like we can go all in, like we can pretty much bet the house's money, because of this, that the news is bad and the gold tanks, then we're fucked. We lost all our profits. But if it goes good, then we potentially make an extra, you know, $1,000 or $2,000. I haven't fully did the math, but decisions, guys, decisions. So I'm gonna be thinking about it, how the next 15-minute candles beginning to form, and we'll see how that potentially gets ready to close before our 9 o'clock news release candle. So we decided that we're gonna trust our analysis. We're gonna let price hit TP, which is at negative 61.8, which is at 2062. So we're going to go ahead and change our take profit from 2055 to 2062. Actually, I'm gonna do 2061.5 just to give it some wiggle room. And we can see our take profit is now up there right before that green line. So that's our overall projection. I believe price is going to get there. Price never broke structure on our higher time frames. Literally on our 4 hour, we look great. So on this 4 hour, we literally broke this level of resistance, came back to retest it twice. This was a spike last night that stopped us out, but I believe we can get up to this area here first, and then our second area, which is our overall take profit, is this high up here. I believe we can get there, guys. So we'll see what price does, but like I said, I believe we can get there. Price is starting to reject a little heavy before news. Literally we have 20 seconds left. My heart is thumping. And you shouldn't trade like this at all. But like I said, I'm going to trust my analysis. I literally don't even want to watch it, bro. Stop loss is at break even down here, but hopefully we just fly. Oh, fuck. But this might be another potential entry. We'll see. Because this is what I have drawn out based off of this level of resistance. I believe price is just retesting to go higher. So I might scale in another entry to capitalize on this. Let's see what this 1 minute candle does. I think should be solid. Alright, so price did make a new high, so we're able to draw this fit from point A and down here, point A to point B, because we made a new high. We're respecting this 50% retracement. Now I'm just looking for, okay, we just got a bullish candle on a 1 minute, so I'm going to take an entry here. Alright, so just placed the one lot. Now this is aggressive, but stop loss is beneath here. 24, so about 20 pips stop loss, but we're looking to take advantage of this. So 20.44. Actually, I'm just gonna put a mental stop loss that way. It doesn't like wake me out, so let's go here. 20.44, and we'll put that down there. So got both trades running now. Floating and profit on both. So hopefully we can get to our overall targets of 2061. Alright, so the second position that we added is looking good, well in profit. This 15-minute candle looks like if it closes like this, that'll be really good. Here on the charts, we're right back at 4,100, almost back at the 4,300 that we started with. Literally, hopefully we can get a little push. And now that we added the second entry, we really don't necessarily need to carry it all the way to the major TP, which is up here at the negative 61.8. We probably can carry it to the minor structure, negative 27, and still have the same amount of profits. Hopefully this move to the negative 27 could put us at 5K. And then once we get to about 5K, I'm pretty much open to closing it and call it a week. Alright guys, so our TP that we would have had on our original entry, well, our original take profit level just hit, and currently the account sitting at 4,800 equity. I'm seeing if we can get our push up to our zone. Now the areas that I'm looking for, if we don't reject this and we continue to push, then this negative 27 TP based off of this minor structure fib, which is the impulse here, the pullback 50%, negative 27 TP. Now if we get past that with a lot of bullish momentum, the next target is here, but I'm perfectly fine with closing this right here because that'll put the account at 5K and we'll be in good standing. So pretty much evaluating price to see what we can do, what it's going to do. Hopefully we just get one huge bullish candle that just flies through the negative 27, flies through and hits that overall take profit so we can be done with the position. That would be great, but of course I know typically the market does not move like that, and we do not control the market, so we have to be patient and we'll see what the market gives us. All right, currently the account is sitting at 5,200 equity and we're approaching our negative 27 TP. Decisions, but I have faith it's going to get there, but I don't want to get back to profits after the day that we had. Literally, even though this candle is literally like pumping and can probably get another, let's see how many pips we have to get to our target. 60 pips, 63 pips to our target. We probably can get there, but I anticipate we might have a pullback before we get there. We'll see. Like I said, I'm thinking about pulling it. We're sitting at, look, the TP just went through. I mean, the alert just went through for our take profit. We're sitting at 5,600. It is pushing through aggressively through that negative 27, so hopefully we could get just a pump, and hopefully we get to 6,000. We get there, then I'm out. But we are pumping. Hopefully it doesn't spike and wick. You know what? I'm out. Shit, do I want to close? Do I want to close? All right, so we'll let it ride. Nothing less than 5,500. So we'll see if we can get one more pump to get us to 6K. Hopefully we can just get another candle just to pump. This is on a 1 minute time frame. There. Hopefully we can get this candle to just push up a little bit further and we should be good. All right, so we're getting a little push. Okay, 59. Come on, 6K, 6K. Oh yeah, we hit 6K. Oh. Come on. Come on, I need 12, about 12.30 in profit. Come on. $20 away. Come on. Come on. Yes, 6,000. We're out. Oh, goodness freaking gracious, bro. That was so stressful. Oh my God. Lito, I'm walking away from the freaking computer, bro. Literally, we had the account at 4,300.
last night, and then London session we blew it down to $700, but we got that $700 to $6,000 and we're done.
Every time we literally close early, price hits our TP, but it doesn't matter. This is only about, let's see here, extra 20 pips on top of it. We closed at a good area. Still happy with price in at 6,000. I think we're just gonna call it a week here. So $95 to $6,000. So here's a breakdown of how I managed to turn $95 into $6,000 in 4 days, right? So we managed to start the account with $95 after failing our first attempt, right? So we started the account with $95 on January 29th. From there, we got out to a very good start. We couldn't have had a better start, right? So we turned that $95 all the way up to $700 with two positions, one setup, with two positions in one setup, right? So that began to then give the account some wiggle room. Right after we've turned that $95 into $700, we then took a $215 loss that set us back. So the account balance was then sitting at around $490, right? From that $490, we then managed to scale that all the way up to $1,200 with a banger gold trade, right? After we got to $1,200, we then took a small loss of $221. But from there, we then bounced back with the $1,100 win that put us at $2,100. From there, then we got greedy, right? So then we got greedy, and then we began to over leverage, and then we took a huge loss on the account. We ended up losing $900 on those two positions that took the account all the way back down to $1,200. But from that $1,200, we then managed to catch a fire banger trade that took the account from $1,200 all the way up to $4,300. So now the account is sitting at $4,300. You know, this is at this time I'm pretty much on Instagram talking about how I managed to flip 95 to 4,300. So this is where things began to get bad. I woke up around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and my phone was literally buzzing, telling me that my gold buy that I was anticipating was ready to look to buy in that area. So I got up and went to my desktop, something I really never do during London session. If I trade London session, I'm typically already in the move, but I went ahead and got up. So from there, I went and placed my buy position, even though I didn't really have full confirmations. I had some, but I didn't have all of them, right? We then took a loss on the account, right? Which we still followed our rules. We still followed our 20% risk management plan, and we lost about $1,100. But then that's where the psychology came in, right? Instead of me walking away with my $1,100 and just coming back tomorrow during New York session, which is what I typically trade, I decided to place two more positions revenge trading that ended up losing back-to-back losses for a total of $3,500 in losses, right? From that moment, I felt devastated, bro. Like, I literally felt down, and I was just so mad at myself for revenge trading, knowing that's not something that I do. So what I decided to do, I said, you know what? I'm just going to sit back, relax, and reanalyze the market from a fresh mind. From there, I realized that the market was still respecting my bullish bias that I anticipated. So then from there, I got an entry signal and I entered the trade one more time because I trusted my analysis that much and I did not have invalidation of my move. But once I placed that trade, I said, you know what? I'm no longer going to look at this trade. I'm going to go straight to sleep, because at that time it was already about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and I wanted to still be able to get up for New York session. I woke up a few hours later in the morning, and then I realized, I came to the charts and I realized gold was literally flying. So we had news at 7:15. I didn't get on the charts till about 8 o'clock. So then from there we had news at 9 a.m. and I said that, okay, the way gold was moving, it was still bullish. It was still making bullish structure. So I had confidence that with the news, it could push price to my overall take profits. So then price ended up getting very close to our take profit levels, and we managed to reach $6,000 in the account in equity.
So then from there, I said, you know, what's the chances of price going to my TP and what's the chances of price pulling back? So I decided that I was going to close the position with $6,000 in profit and let it be done. So I managed to turn $95 into $6,000, but it was an emotional roller coaster, right? So this build has been an emotional roller coaster, but that is it for week 1. So stick around. Come back, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you can be notified when I drop the next video, because next week we're going to try to turn our $6,000 into $10,000. So see you all in the next video. Appreciate you for watching.